They have not gotten easy baskets. They've been forced to the low post game with the double teams.
McDaniel has 5. Olajuwon and Sampson each have 4. And McDaniel and Olajuwon pointing fingers. We haven't had any outbreak in this game, but we've come awfully close on several occasions. Now in the overtime, each team has 3 fouls to give, and each team gets 3 timeouts.
That's just a little verbal intimidation, trying to get Olajuwon to get upset. Look at this, McDaniel taking on Olajuwon. That's heavy-duty stuff.
Cedric Maxwell is in the game with Reed, McRae, Sampson, and Olajuwon for the Rockets. It's Dale Ellis, Nate McMillan, Xavier McDaniel, Tom Chambers, and Maurice Lucas for the Sonics. So a lot of experience out there, particularly Lucas and Maxwell.
And they're going to have 2 forwards playing guards right now, McRae and Reed. They're going to have a tremendous size team in there, the Rockets.
But not quickness.
Not quickness.
Double on Ralph. Lucas. He's won a world title with Portland. Chambers was open. And a 2-shot foul. The last time the Sonics have had the lead came with 5 minutes to go in the second period at 48-46.
That's a strong move by Chambers. He just had Sampson leaning the wrong way in order to protect against the 2. Ralph fouled him.
5 fouls on Ralph Sampson.
2 for Seattle.
Earlier it was Houston with the fast break, and then Seattle got it going. And Chambers can give the Sonics their first lead since the second period. Chambers having a big night from the line is 13 of 14. Of 2, and it's 108-107 in favor of the Sonics. McRae.
Now they'll be able to gamble off Maxwell because he's not a real good outside shooter, and neither is McRae, so Reed will have to do all the outside shooting.
Tommy Lucas and Olajuwon bodying each other. Double team, and the team goes around and gets the basket and draws the foul. What a great move baseline against the double team as Houston takes the 1-point lead.
They take the middle move away from him, but they don't protect the baseline. They cover up his feet, but they still allow enough room for Olajuwon to spin to the baseline and then take it strong. And Chambers just came too late to try and help.
39 points now for Akeem. 9 of 10 from the line. And Olajuwon's 40th point of the game has given the Rockets a 3-point lead. He has been tough down the stretch.
He sure has been. He's been virtually their whole offense.
Chambers, short jumper, ties the game at 110.
And they're going to hit their main man, Tom Chambers.
Chambers has 4 points in the overtime. Olajuwon has 3. They have been the focal points. Sampson, good pass from Olajuwon, and he's fouled.
That was a perfect read of the defense by Olajuwon. After that double team, boy, he just looked right through it and spotted Ralph Sampson. Of course, Ralph is an awful big target on the other side of the court. Here he is handling the double team. Look at him surround him. He turns, faces up, commits himself, and there's Sampson that Chambers had lost for just an instant. And Chambers ends up fouling Sampson deliberately.
Ralph Sampson has not scored a point since the third period.
But they haven't really been going to him. All been Olajuwon. He hasn't had the ball in his hands that much.
Well, he just had 2 chances there.
Okay, 2 free throws.
So Seattle.
But he got the cold fingers.
McDaniel gets a pass inside and traveling call. McDaniel, too many steps.
And a surprise move by the Rockets that time to put the trap on with all these big people on the court. I'm sure the Sonics didn't expect it.
That's the time remaining. We're in overtime, tied at 110, and Reed missing. Lucas with his second rebound of overtime, and the Sonics can take the lead if they score.
But off the rebounds, they're not looking to push it up and create perhaps an easy fast break opportunity.
Which they should against a slower Rocket team.
That's right.
Chambers setting a screen, fighting through is McCray. 6 on the shot clock. Chambers misses, tip miss, Olajuwon. And a foul called against the Sonics as they try to smother Olajuwon on the outlet pass. And the foul against Maurice Lucas, his 5th foul.
Third team foul.
And the Rockets and the Sonics tied at 110. Lucas goes out and Clement Johnson comes back in.
Well, he does not move his feet quite as fast as Lucas does guarding Olajuwon. But he's got a beefier body to lean on Olajuwon with.
A better shot blocker. Olajuwon inside gets the basket. So Akeem has scored 5 points in the overtime to give Houston the lead, and a 42-point game for Olajuwon. And the Sonics call a timeout. 2:22 remaining, and the Rockets lead by 2. Where would they be without Akeem, who has had a brilliant game tonight? Battle with Houston trying to hang on and force a 7th game of this Western semifinal. If they do, we'll be at the Summit on Saturday at 3:30 for the 7th and deciding game. Or if Seattle can win this game, it'll be the Sonics against the Lakers in game 1 of the Western final. And then on Sunday, 1 o'clock, either game 7 between the Bucks and the Celtics or game 1 between the Pistons and the Celtics, 1 o'clock Eastern time.